I was particularly inspired by a post that Joel Osteen shared. It says, God has made us in an amazing way. Don't focus on your weaknesses, focus on all the good things God has put inside of you. And then he features Psalm 139. One of the things that I'm always big on is channeling your weaknesses, because I really believe, just like that scripture says, God stores treasures in jars of clay, that often our biggest, our most powerful gift is hidden behind weaknesses. You know what I mean? You know what he means when he says that God stores treasures in jars of clay?
Well, I interpret it as saying that we have layers, and everything is like you have to peel it away. So like with clay, you chip away at it to make a sculpture.
Right, you shape it.
You shape it.
Sort of
you
like
mold it. You know, so you mold it, and that also comes along with us being molded in His image.
Right.
You know, and a weakness is not. It shouldn't be taken as negative. It should be taken as a learning experience.
Absolutely.
What can we take from that and make it into a strength? Because it is a strength, but it's hidden in that clay.
Right. Here was my response. Birds give birth to baby birds, or eagles to baby eagles, who have wings. They don't come out using them right away, as they are not sure what they are for. But in a short time and space, they are learned about their wings. They are learned that their wings have purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get here, they witness Mama Eagle flying, they witness the stretch, the strength. See, everybody comes here with purpose. Just like the wings have purpose, we're born with purpose, right?
Yeah.
But when you get that purpose in a plan and you add the power to it, that comes from practice, dedication, faith, commitment. Like you go, okay, I got these wings here. I've never used them before. I don't know how to fly. I don't even know what they are or what they're for. But I see other people just like me. I see other eagles just like me spreading their wings and soaring and flying.
Yeah.
In life, those wings are reminiscent of success, right?
Yeah.
Fulfillment, happiness, right? And so we don't always understand how to use our wings. We know that they're wings and they're designed to fly. But how do we get from point A to point B? Right. Here's the next thing. It says, at first they are not forced to use them, and I love that. They kind of flap around and clap around, and they play, and they just bat them a little bit, and then they just don't. They get used to it.
Like a baby when they realize they have feet.
Yeah.
And they're looking and they're twinkling their toes.
Yeah,
and
they
realize they have fingers and they're
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
It's discovery. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
So instead they flap and clap until strength is acquired, because the playtime actually is building time. Babies have all of this energy. Look at how Aiden gets around. All of this energy, and they get stronger. Okay. Eventually they begin to jump and then leap. And in no time they find that there's a soar in their leap. Because after a while when they're flapping, they'll notice that, wait a minute, my feet are off the ground and I didn't fall. You know what I'm saying? And then you see those eagles
start flying, and then they look down and realize,
wait a minute, I'm up here.
Exactly. And
I'm out here on the ocean.
Life, everyone does have a purpose in life, and as you know, my near and dear friend passed away, and I was talking to her mom, and her mom was questioning like, why didn't she fight? Why didn't she choose life? And I told her, I said, you need to stop right there. God gave you 39 years with her.
Right.
If you did not do what you need to do in that 39 years, He decided He needed her back, because 39 years is a long time.
We are all here on borrowed time and space.
Because when you give birth, when you're pregnant, it's a miraculous. You carry this child for 9 months. You don't know what's going to happen. You have some mothers, they deliver and the baby dies. They don't get any time outside the womb with the baby. You had 39 years. If you were not able to do what you needed to do with her and say what you need to say to her within those 39 years, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. It's difficult.
It is.
Mourning, losing,
It is.
it is very difficult. It doesn't matter if you treated that person like gold or you mistreated them. The loss, the separation is difficult.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's about the way that you think. And I honor the point you're making. It's about the way that you think. Thank you, Lord, for the time that I did have.
Exactly.
Thank you for the seeds that that person planted in me, that the love that they planted, the time that they planted, the concern that they planted. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to do the same. It takes you along a different journey of healing.
It does, and that's why I've been going through so many different phases of that healing. Now to the point where I knew that she was suffering.
Right.
I miss her not because I regret anything that went on or I need to make up for anything. I miss her because I can't pick up that phone and call her. I can't hear her laugh. I can't see her smile. That is why I miss her. I miss her for her children's sake.
For her presence.
For her presence.
But certainly you can absolutely reach her in the memories, right?
Yeah.
You can. I was listening to my husband creating that song the other day. It's beautiful. It's coming along so beautiful. But the before he started with the lyrics, just the music alone, he said, "What's up with you?" He looked into my face, and I was like, "I met my mother in the music." He said, "What?" I said, "It's just so hard to explain. My mother died in 2006, and she was very passionate about music, and knew exactly what kind of music made her move because she was a dancer. You know, she went to Juilliard, you see, right, on a scholarship. She was just a gifted dancer, and my sister Jamie follows in her footsteps. But she would lose herself in music, and so now there are times when I get into the body of extreme melody, I meet her there. I feel her in the body of that melody. And it's like sometimes I just got to pop out of it because I was spending time, you understand, with a part of her essence. Let's get back to the wings, right? We're kind of going in another way, but it's very relevant.
But
it's all right. It all gels. Today you may be flapping. No. Let me go back one. It says, the soar gets broader the more they do it. Practice gives your wings the wind and power they need to fly. That's the practice piece we were talking about. As we think of babies, as we think of eagles, as we think of our dreams, anything that we're trying to do that we don't have mastery around, we have to understand that mastery comes with diligence, focus, commitment, right? So it says, today you may be flapping or clapping or jumping, perhaps even leaping. In doing so, do not become discouraged in your present state. Eventually your wings will be empowered to soar. You know? Joel Osteen wrote, again, God has made us in an amazing way. And he has. He really has.
And we're all individuals. And when we get that, you're not gonna, we might have similar ways, or we might agree on certain things, but we're still different. You know? And that's what makes everything go wrong, because if we were all the same, if all those birds couldn't fly, if all those birds came out flying right from the back, what would they have learned? They would have never learned.
Check this out. They wouldn't learn caution. They wouldn't learn. Now, while I am, while I'm advocate against fear, the anxiety of fear, and what it can do to you, I do respect the reverence of danger. You understand what I'm saying? I reverence that. You know, we understand it's hot, don't touch it, you'll get burned. Cars are coming fast, look before you cross. Faith is not crossing the street without looking. You understand? When God talks about faith, he's talking about us believing beyond anxiety. He says that, why would you worry? For I feed the birds that fly in the air. Why would I leave you out? You know what I'm saying? So it's not about you don't have faith because you won't go into things blindly. But it's that you have faith, so you'll go in open.
Open, yes, because you still have to be wise about it.
Right.
Because he wants us to be wise, and he does want us to think it through.
Correct.
Before we do it.
So there's a healthy fear.
Yes.
There's a fear that makes you revere things that would cause danger or harm.
Of course.
You know? And that's the wonderful thing. Babies don't know that that's hot until you teach them. They will touch fire, and they'll go touch it again. They will jump off of a step, and bounce on their little heads. You understand what I'm saying?
And then they say,
So
okay,
they
well,
don't.
no, that's not the way to do that.
They
Yeah,
come
no.
here in pure faith.
Yeah.
They don't have fear. You know, fear is something that's taught, that's instilled. You know, so as we're learning, we learn what not to do because we're taking caution so that we don't bring harm, accident, injury, or detriment to our lives. You see, but the same thing is with an eagle. A baby eagle should not just jump out and fly, because they may fly right into a lion's mouth. You know what I mean?
They might fly to that wall.
Yeah, to
They
the
don't
wall.
know. And this is really cute book by Dr. Susan. It's called Are You My Mother?
Are You My Mother by Dr. Seuss. Did you
Yes.
get that? Are You My Mother by Dr. Seuss.
And
Go get that book.
This
Bestseller.
baby, if you read it to your children, you know, because this bird is born, but when he was born, he fell out of the nest, so he never saw his mother. And he sees a dog, and he wants to know, are you my mother? And a cat, are you my mother? He even goes to a boat, are you my mother? Because he had no idea.
Right, who's going to teach me how to fly the right way?
Exactly, and he
The
was
right
walking,
way.
he's walking around, and he's like, okay, well, and he's looking at it, he's like, I have these wings, but I'm walking, and all of these things that I think are my mother, they don't have wings,
Right.
and they're just there.
Interesting.
And then he looks up and he sees
Other
birds flying, and then the mother comes down.
and she rescues.
Yeah.
And she guides.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Today, today's topic is about allowing yourself the time to develop whatever it is that you're trying to do. Taking the time to dedicate yourself to your destiny, your purpose, your project, your campaign, your vision, whatever it is. I don't want you to become discouraged because you're not where you need to be. You have access to developmental tools, right? To training, to classes, to counsel. And that's what I do, you know.
Okay.
I do coaching and development, and I counsel people respective to success solutions and personal empowerment, right?
Yeah.
Understand that the purpose is already there. I can't give anyone purpose. You understand? Purpose can be misguided. But the best thing to do with your purpose when you're trying to go somewhere is take the time to recognize it, to cultivate it, and to align yourself with the people who can help you get from point A to point B. I can't fly a plane, but I can certainly call American Airlines to get on board.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what this is all about. All right. Good luck with your wings and your flapping and clapping, your jumping and leaping. And by all means, when you're ready to soar, spread your wings and fly.